On today's episode, we tackle website creation.
Welcome to Gusto with Ashley Sterling.
Hello! How are you? How is everything going? How are you doing in today's world? I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to Gusto with Ashley Sterling. My name is Ashley Sterling. It is a beautiful day in Chicago today, and I am very excited to jump into today's topic. But before I do, I want to run through some additional news announcements following up from last week. First and foremost, we announced the first airing date, if you will, on September 1st of Video World Rewind. That's going to be focused around movies and having fun, and it's a much less serious project than Gusto, even though Gusto is really, in my opinion, not a very serious project. It's more of a fun project, but from a business perspective. So the movie will be just more fun, laid back, and dorky. But we also wanted to announce a third podcast. So the third podcast is going to be Red Lips and Marketing Tips. And if you can't tell already, it's going to be full of sass. It's going to be focused on how to market yourself, whether you are an entrepreneur, you're a small business owner, a medium business owner, if you're just getting started, if you've been in the field for years, but you really want to hone in on amplifying your marketing capabilities online, but you maybe don't have the budget to hire a marketing company like the one I work for. So that's Red Lips and Marketing Tips and Video World Rewind. Red Lips and Marketing Tips will be airing the second week of September, and Video World Rewind will be airing September 1st. So stay tuned. I hope you don't get sick of my voice. I'm sick of it, but it's fine. So with that out of the way, it is time to talk about websites. I love website creation, something that my team and I work on together every single day, every single week. It is a wonderful platform for creativity. It's a wonderful platform to showcase what your skills are, to connect with people, to engage with an ideal audience, to promote your blog, to sell your products. So with that, let's jump into it. Website creation and website design has come a long way in the last 20 years. I can remember the original AOL dial-up, the sounds. We all know those sounds, like, you know what I'm talking about. When it comes to websites, everything, it's just like anything in marketing. It changes, it morphs, it evolves. Basically, the internet, no 2 days are the same, right? So with website design, website creation, typically if you are looking to create your own website, you want a platform that's going to be reliable, you want a platform that's easy to work with, and you want a platform that is going to showcase what you are looking to sell, looking to promote, or looking to publish. So there are three major contenders that I'm going to talk about today: Squarespace, Wix, and WordPress. Quick disclaimer, this is not an ad for any of the products. This is all my own opinion on these platforms. So this is pure and complete honesty to you. So to start, I would like to focus on Squarespace first. Squarespace, it was the first DIY website platform that I ever heard of. A couple of years ago, I think I was watching YouTube, and it was an ad, or one of the creators on YouTube was promoting it on their video. But Squarespace is a great platform if you're looking to showcase a portfolio, or perhaps recipes, or something that's visually based. Squarespace is really easy to use. It's really easy to build on the back end, and the back end is how you would edit the website. But it doesn't have a strong SEO presence. So SEO is search engine optimization. If you're looking to rank on Google, if you're looking to be a strong competitor in a specific industry, SEO is the way to go. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but it did. So roll with it. That's, maybe you can remember it better that way. SEO is the way to go. For companies like e-commerce companies, or if you're looking to be a content creator or blogger around a specific topic, SEO is where you need to focus. In Squarespace, while I think they've been trying in the last couple of years to make a stronger SEO platform through their platform, and I think they even offer some packages for SEO now, it's still just not as strong as it needs to be. So it really depends on what you are tackling in terms of your business model, or if it's just a portfolio, if it's a personal website. Squarespace is a great, easy tool to use. One thing that's worth noting, if you do create a website using Squarespace or Wix, which we'll be talking about here in just a moment, it's very difficult to transfer those websites in the format that they are in to, let's say, a more well-rounded platform like WordPress. So that's something to keep in mind. If you are just starting your business and you are looking to create a website that's within your budget, that you are going to do it yourself, Squarespace and Wix is very, very user-friendly. But if you then decide to move your website to a different platform like WordPress, that transfer and then the recreation of your website is going to be a pain in the ass. So just keep that in mind. But I digress. So Squarespace, again, it's an amazing visual platform. It's very easy to move things around, to make them kind of bring your exact vision to life without having to build out a custom theme. The pricing is pretty reasonable. You have $12 per month, all the way up to $40 per month, depending on what your type of business model is. Of course, you can save a certain percentage if you pay annually, which is pretty much the same across the board for all three of these platforms we're going to talk about. But Squarespace, I certainly would prefer it over Wix, but it's not my favorite. But speaking of Wix, moving to that platform, it's very similar to Squarespace in that it is a visual type of platform. You can literally click and drag and move things around, editing it on what looks like the front end of your website, so you can literally see as you're building it out what it's going to look like to site visitors. And that's a huge benefit. If you have a certain website in mind and you don't have the budget to pay a company to build you a custom website, having a platform that you can visually move around or visually recreate by a DIY, or even with your business partner or family member, Wix and Squarespace are great platforms. Wix also has a bit more of a stronger SEO platform than Squarespace does, so I would recommend that if you prefer to focus a little bit more on SEO, but you're not diving all the way into SEO. Remember, SEO is the way to go. If you want to rank for anything, you need to have an SEO strategy in place. Wix has a couple of different ranges when it comes to their pricing options. They range from website specifically from $13 per month all the way up to $40 per month, but they also offer business and e-commerce packages. So they are striving to be a little bit more business savvy, competing pretty much directly with WordPress. And as we move into the final tool that I want to talk about today, which is WordPress, we're going to look at the immediate differences. WordPress is the way to go if you are looking for SEO presence, if you're looking to be a serious contender in your industry, if you're looking to compete with other companies on a serious level, are you striving to be an expert in your industry? Are you striving to sell a certain type of product? WordPress is going to give you the options, the tools, the plugins, everything that you would need to make that happen. My main experience in website creation and building websites out has been through WordPress. We use customized themes so they can last longer than your typical template or theme template. Now, my personal website, ashleysterling.com, is made from a theme. I just customized it, and it was a personal blog level in terms of the pricing, and it's working great. My goal is not SEO with the website. The goal is just to have a main place to go for podcast episodes, for resources, to get in contact with me. So it's not geared to be an SEO driven website, but I created it on WordPress knowing that if I did want to upgrade the platform and aim for more of an SEO type of approach, type of strategy, then WordPress is where I needed to be. So WordPress ranges from $4, it's billed annually, $4 all the way up to $45 billed annually. Their plugins are unbeatable. I love plugins, but I also love the fact that WordPress is one of those older platforms, so that that you can find a tool, that you can use that tool on WordPress. WordPress is also ever evolving, so it works very hard to be the best platform to rank on Google searches, on search engines in general. So overall, if it boils down to what you're looking for. If you're looking just for something that's visual, something that represents you in terms of a portfolio, or maybe just a personal website, like a live resume, Squarespace and Wix are great. They're great platforms, and they're affordable platforms too. But if you're looking to maybe establish a new business, or establish yourself within your industry, or even create a portfolio with some SEO tied to it, WordPress, 100%. Go to WordPress. You can also learn a little bit more about websites through theloopmarketing.com, which is the agency that I work for. Our founder and chief digital strategist is all-knowing when it comes to website creation and website gusto. So theloopmarketing.com, we have tons of blogs and information on it. We also offer WordPress training. If you're looking to have a website created, certainly reach out to us, let us know. Shameless plug. You're welcome. But that pretty much wraps it up for today. I mean, it was a pretty straightforward episode. I will have these resources and pricing on my website by Thursday morning. Keep a lookout for it. And let me know what your thoughts are. Do you have your own website? Have you ever made your own website? What are the pains you've come across? Have you used WordPress and then gone to Squarespace? If so, I want to hear from you. Your experience and your maybe trials, or if it was a lot better for you and why. So head to ashleysterling.com for the resources. It will be on my resources page. Of course, like and subscribe to this podcast. Keep an eye out for the other two that are upcoming. If you are listening on Apple Podcasts, I just ask that you go down to that little rating button and you give us 5 stars. We don't know why it helps, but it does. So, yay algorithms, right? I feel like our entire lives are now algorithms. So, a little Black Mirror. It's a little creepy, but thank you so much for tuning in today, and I can't wait to hear all about your website experience. And I'll talk to you next week. And remember, You're a champion.
For more resources, head to ashleysterling.com and subscribe to Gusto with Ashley Sterling wherever you listen to podcasts.